So PLSQL stands for procedural language, and SQL is structured query language. Okay, so in SQL, what we have seen, we are writing select statements, individual select statements. So if you want to display something, if you want to update something, if you want to delete something, so one task at a time we can perform. But when we when we work on client requirement, there will be many requirements, and there will be many activities, so there will be a bunch of statements or a bunch of activity that has to be performed. And you cannot do those things with the help of only SQL. You need a pure programming language. And PLSQL will provide you that facility. Okay, so in any programming language, you will have variables, you will have conditional statements, you will have looping structures, you will have data structures. So here PLSQL will provide you all the programming constructs. If you want to run a loop, if you want to check some conditions using if-else statement, or if you want to declare variables, you want to use some data structures, you want to write subprograms, you want to create your own functions, packages. So all those functionalities, all those features, you can use only when you know PLSQL. And in order to interact with Oracle database, PLSQL or SQL, these are the de facto programming language. Without PLSQL, you cannot interact with Oracle database. You may work in Java, but Java will also use these PLSQL, embedded PLSQL, and then only they can interact with Oracle. Okay, in apps also, whatever code you're writing on the front end, those codes will be written into PLSQL. Without that, you cannot write a single line of code. Okay, so due to that reason, PLSQL becomes very, very important. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Now, as I said, PLSQL will have all the programming features, just like you have any programming language. Similarly, PLSQL will have all those features. Mallikarjun, where are you, man? Are you flying somewhere or you are in a car?
Sir, I am listening class, sir.
What you are doing?
Hello,
Yeah,
I am listening, sir.
you are listening. I saw you are doing something. Okay, anyway. So let's go through this. So we have written all the select statement, all the SQL statements at the SQL prompt. And you can write those select statement in the file also and execute the file. Like say, if you have, say, this SQL statement, I can write here. But if I want, I can save this SQL statement in a file also. Okay, so this I can save, say, I can say file one. And then in future, if I want, I can run this file. This is department, but I want, so I have saved this file. Okay, so file one, get file one. I think it is not in the path. Okay, here. So you bring in the buffer, you execute this way also, directly also. You can say run or at the rate file will run. Even at the rate, this should also run the execute the, here it is not executing, maybe some issue, but it will run the SQL file. Same way, now see, these are one line of statement. So even if you are not saving, that does not matter. But in the case of PLSQL, you will be writing many line of code. And those many line of code, if you don't save in the file, you have to write again and again. So we always, when you are working on a programming language, you will write that program in the file, and that program can be written using any ASCII text editor. You can use Notepad, you can write, you can save that file with .sql extension, and then you can execute. Other ways that you can directly write that program here also on the command line. So I will show you. So I'm just writing a sample program. So I say declare X number begin. You can see, I'm getting 1 to 1 is not coming, 2, 3, 4. Those are basically line numbers. Then I display the, okay, I assign some value X equals to 22. I display the value of X dbms underscore output dot put underscore line. I say X equals to the value of X. So X equals to value of X. This is and then I execute. And in order to see the output of devious underscore output, this should be on. And here you can see the output X equals to value. So whatever we declared, here we assigned, and here we displayed. But what I wanted to show you here, that I have not saved this 7 line of code or 6 line of code. It is written as the command line only. Okay, but this in the buffer, I would have created a file, say P1. Okay, this is already there. Say PL1. Okay, here I have written program and then I saved at the rate PL1. You can see it is running the file. So alternately, I would have done like this. I would have created a file. So I say edpl2. Okay, you cannot see because I'm not sharing this part. But edpl2, when you enter, it will open the file pl2.sql. Whatever I have written here, this you can write in that file, save that file and run the file from here. Both way you can do. Okay, so let me write this. So if this file does not exist, it will create a new file. And then I can say begin. I am not writing declare part. I just say begin dbms. Can you see my screen? Output dot
No, sir.
put line. Okay, no problem. My PLSQL program. I'm just writing one line. I save it. Okay, so PL2, I have written one line of code. Okay, now see, I will show you what I have written. So PL2, this is what I have written in the editor. I saved it. Sorry. I can run this at the rate. And this is what is getting displayed. So when you write a program, in every programming language, you will have an editor. You can use text editor also. If it is supported, you can write the program, you can save the program with proper extension, and then run the program in the proper environment. If there is a compiler, you compile the program. In the case of PLSQL, we are running that program at SQL prompt. And if everything is correct, it will give you the required output. Okay. Now this is how we write the program, but coming back to PLSQL, come back. Now PLSQL, any PLSQL program, when you write a PLSQL program, has 3 sections. Okay, it will have 3 sections. What are those 3 sections? First section is called declaration section. Declaration section. So as is it says a declaration section. So what we do in the first section, we declare all the variables in declare section. So declaration section will start with the keyword. If variable requires to be declared, you will say declare, and then you will declare the variable. So how we declare? We say variable name, data type, semicolon. 2 variables, then it should go in 2 lines. You cannot write x comma y number. So x is a variable, number is a data type. All SQL data types are valid here. So you can have a variable of number type. You can have a variable of varchar2 type or character type or date type. Here you have a new data type that is called Boolean. This is a new data type here, which will have true or false. So if you want to declare any variable, you have to declare in the declaration section. Declaration section starts with the keyword declare. Each line will have one declaration. Now see, this is Z number and this is initialization. So I have variable Z of number type. The initial value of Z is 20. We have initialized. But what is the value of X and Y? We don't know because we have not assigned any value. Get my point? But the value of Z is 20. That we can say. Okay. So all declaration will go into declare section. And there are many ways of declaring the variable that we will see later on. Okay. Now, declaration section will end the moment we write begin. So this is the second section, which is called executable section. The moment you write begin, your executable section starts. And in this section, you write all the code, any assignment, any if else statement, any output statement, any loop, everything will come after begin. That is the executable section. Now, this executable section, we can have one optional section that is exception. So you can write exception section, or you can just say end if exception is not required. This is end of program. The moment you say end, this is end of program. And if you have written everything correctly, it will execute. If you have made any mistake, it will give you error. Okay, like say, if I say like this, declare, I say X, I say number, I am not giving semicolon, I say Y number, here I give semicolon, but before I have missed, this is null statement, and you see it is giving you error, line number 3, but it cannot be exactly same line, but see, because you have not given semicolon after data type, it is throwing error. So when you write a program, you have to follow the rules of the language. If you are not following rules of the language, you can get syntax error, which is easy to correct, but you should not, like, this is a very basic type of error. If you know the language, you should not get syntax error. You may get other type of error like some logical issue, some wrong output displayed, but syntax error should not come. Okay, so three sections of a PLSQL program. What are those three sections? The declaration section, and this is again optional. Means you can have a PLSQL program without declaration section also. I don't need any variable, so I will not write declaration section. Second section, executable section. Okay, where you will write code, and executable section is mandatory. Executable section starts with keyword begin, and this is must. Every PLSQL program should have begin keyword. Means executable section is mandatory. The executable section ends with end or exception. So if there is an exception, that becomes exception section. Again, it is optional. You can have exception section or you can bypass. But end is again mandatory. You should have end. So at the minimum, a PLSQL program will be like this. See, begin, end, that's all. Okay, because we have not written anything, it is giving you error. So you say dbms underscore output dot put underscore line, say example, or you say sample program semicolon, and as a minimum we should have this. Okay, and if your program is executed successfully, you will get this message. Okay, so PLSQL program has three sections: declaration section, executable section, and error handling section, runtime error handling section. That is your exception section. Declaration and exception is optional, but executable section is mandatory. Every PLSQL program should have at the minimum begin and end. Any doubt so far?
No, sir.
Okay, great. Now come back to the declaration section. What are different ways of declaring the variable? As I said before, you can declare a variable directly. You can say declare variable name, any valid variable name followed by any valid data types. This is a declaration, and this is called initialization. So here this colon equals to, it is an assignment operator. You're assigning value 20 to a variable y. Okay, we are declaring here, and we are directly declaring. Okay, I will show you example of this. Okay, as I said before, this is a boolean. Okay, so if it is boolean, what you can do, what you can store here, okay, it can have, so this is assignment operator. You want to assign directly, you can do like this. You can say true or false. Okay, if okay means if true, then dbms underscore. Now I will do something. I don't want to write this again and again. It's lengthy. dbms underscore output dot put line. Okay, I will say this is just to display. Whatever you write under quotes, it is true. It will display just. Okay. Else, I say else dbms underscore output underscore output dot put underscore line. What? It is false. and if, and okay, now see, this is error. So why it is giving error? Tell me. False. So there is a spelling mistake in else. So if you do any syntax error, if you write something wrong, system will not understand it is spelling mistake. System will say you have written something wrong. And see, it is expected. What is the value of okay? True. Condition is if okay, means if true, it will go to else part. Sorry, it will go to if part. But in this program, if I change the value of okay, I make it false. Now tell me, how do you see the, I have changed the value. So what it should print, tell me now. If I run this program, what is the value? What will the output? The value of okay is false. So if I say if okay means if false, okay? So if false means it not true. So not true means then it will go to else part. So it will say it is false. And do you see this name of the file? This is name of the buffer. So your last executed command or last executed PLSQL program is saved in the buffer. Buffer will always have this default name. What is the name of the buffer? AFIEDT.buff. This is the default name in any environment, anywhere. If you work, this is the name of the default. This is the name of the buffer file basically. Okay. So don't go like, just for your understanding, I have written if, but here I just wanted you to show the use of Boolean, how we can use Boolean. So Boolean will have true or false without any quotes. Okay, and this is how we check the condition also. Okay. So this is one way of declaring the variable. Now, what is the problem here? Now, these are like right now I have not done anything with respect to database. Now let's see something with respect to the database. So now suppose I want sum of salary in a variable. In a write a PLSQL program to get sum of salary. So I will say declare, I will store sum of salary. So I need a variable. I will say like this, variable total salary, and I say data type as number. Okay, begin. Then say select sum of salary. We calculate sum of salary like this, correct? Now, when you write a select statement in PLSQL, you always write with this clause into. You cannot write select statement directly in PLSQL. Select statement will always have into clause. So select sum of salary into V total salary from EMP. Now it will find the sum of salary and assign into V total salary. And then you display the value here, dbms underscore output underscore, sorry, output dot put underscore line. Say sum of salary equals to sum of salary equals to, what is the variable name? V total salary. Okay. So sum of salary is assigned to that variable and then displayed. Okay. Now suppose I want individual salary of an employee. So again, I have to declare a variable. For example, I can display sum of salary, or I can display sum of salary or individual salary from here also. So suppose I say, tell me display the salary of Smith. Display the salary of Smith using PLSQL program. If I say display the salary of Smith, you can write a select statement. But I want sum of salary of Smith, not sum of salary of Smith, which is 15,000 using a PLSQL program. Again, we will start with a declare and we will say this is why we have salary vsal. Now the data type of vsal should be, because it is going to store value, this value 15,000 will get stored into this. So data type size should match with this. How do we make sure V salary is exactly of this type? How do we make sure? Okay. So what we can do, we can check the structure of EMP and you see what is the salary. Salary size is number 72. So one way is that you say like this, declare vsal number 7, 2. Then V salary is exactly of this type. But we have to go and check the structure. And another problem is that tomorrow, if structure gets changed, somebody modifies the data type, then this code will again fail because data type is different. So what we do, we don't declare variable like this. We say V salary EMP dot salary percentage type. We declare variables like this. V salary is of salary column type of EMP table. Now in this case, what will happen? Automatically, V salary will become this type. Is that clear? So when you write a program, you will always declare variable like this. So if I want name, a data type, a variable for storing employee name, I will say V name. The data type will be emp dot table dot column name percentage type. We call this table dot column type of variable. Table dot column type. Another type is table dot row type. So here we say emp row type. Now what is this row type? See, I need one variable for each column type. And suppose I want to declare variable for all the columns, I have to write V salary, V name, V job, V commission, V department number that many times. So instead of writing multiple times, I can write a single variable. I will just say row type and EMP rec will represent all the columns. Okay, I'll show you. Let's continue with this. So these are variables. So value can come from the table or you can directly also assign. So I said V salary is this. V name equals to this value, this is name, correct? So data type will be like this. And then vempiric. So vempiric, as I said, this is row type. So we'll say vempiric dot job like this. So it represents all the columns. So I can say vempiric dot emp number, vempiric dot ename, vempiric dot salary, vempiric dot salary, vempiric dot job, everything we can store like this. Whatever we have stored, we can display also. Correct? So we can say dvms underscore output dot port underscore line, and then you can say v salary. What is the value of v salary? So how do you know what is the value of v salary? Display it. Very simple. Where is that? Pipe symbol v sal. And similarly, let me do it separately. So this is v salary. Similarly, we can display value of v name. We can say v name. Then we can also say what we have stored. V empiric dot job. V empiric dot job. And then what was that? V name. V name. V name. V name. Can you see here? So whatever I stored, I displayed it.
Hi, sir. Hello.
Yes.
Hi, sir. This is Francis.
Francis, tell me.
We are using to PLSQL or SQL, sir.
This is PLSQL.
Okay. That's why I'm telling like this, sir. Sorry for the disturbance, sir.
Oh, no problem.
That's why I'm asking.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay. Okay, sir.
We are just starting, so don't miss the class. Otherwise, it will be difficult to follow.
Okay, sir. I am also following
Okay.
every class.
So any doubts so far? See, whatever we have stored, first thing is you store the value. And then second thing is whatever you have stored, try to retrieve it, display it. So storage and retrieval, these are the two basic things. If you are able to store, if you are able to retrieve, then in between what happens? Update, delete, that's all. How to change the record, how to remove the record, those things we will check. Okay, so first, how to declare a variable? We declared how to store, how
Sir,
to
doubt,
retrieve.
sir.
Tell me.
What are the percentage type and what are the row type? Repeat once again. Hello.
1 minute. So this one, line number 2. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Line number 2, first his salary.
Okay.
That is the variable name.
Okay, sir.
After that, EMP is what? EMP is your table name.
Yes, sir.
And salary is a column in the table.
Yes, sir.
So general format is table dot column name percentage type.
Okay.
And when you say any variable name, so
Okay, sir.
variable name table dot column name percentage type. So this
Okay.
variable will become of this column type
Okay.
in terms of data type. So salary will have a data type in the table, correct? Number
Yes.
or so
Yes, sir.
whatever data type, whatever size you have, I am not going to look into that. Whatever is there, make it of that type. That's all.
Okay, sir.
Why? Why? Because I will store data from this column into this.
Into type. Okay, sir.
That is the objective.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Now, if we need to declare variable for all the columns in the table,
Okay,
then
sir.
say first column, second column, third column, fourth column, fifth column, then there will be multiple declarations, correct?
Okay, sir.
So we need all the columns, but can we
Okay.
avoid multiple declaration? So we
Okay.
can avoid. So for that purpose, we declare a variable like row type. So
Okay, sir.
when we make a row type, this is again a variable name only.
Okay.
But this is a row type, and row type means what? So in a row, you will have multiple columns, correct?
Okay, sir.
So it becomes it represents all the column of the table.
Okay.
Get a point? So when we see,
Yes, sir.
when we write a query, so let us start from EMP. Okay, so can you tell me which EMP number is what? This is a column.
Yes, sir.
Okay, E name is a column. Job is a
Okay.
column.
Job column.
But if you go like this, these are the rows.
Yes. Rows.
Okay,
Okay.
so when you declare a variable of a row type, you are declaring like this. You have a structure where you
Okay, sir.
have EMP number, name,
Where
job,
yeah,
everything.
okay, sir.
But when you make column, table dot column percentage type, you are just declaring this
Oh, okay.
one
Okay,
variable.
sir. Okay, sir.
Okay, so if you see my program, that is what I have done. However,
Yes.
however, I didn't declare separately job. I
Okay, sir.
just say VMP rec. But VMP rec dot job, VMP rec dot salary, everything is possible.
Yes, sir.
Okay, but since I have stored only job, so I can
Okay.
display only job.
Job. Okay, sir.
Something that you have not stored, you should not try to retrieve.
Okay, sir.
So three ways of declaring the variable. One is directly use a variable name data type.
Okay.
Okay, again I'm
Okay, sir.
repeating the same thing. So I say declare. One
Okay.
way is I can say X number.
X number. Okay, sir.
Then I can say
Y number.
V
V
salary,
salary.
EMP dot
EMP dot sal percentage type.
percentage type.
Okay, sir.
And third way I can say EMP,
We
VMP
we
break,
okay. EMP percent. Sir, dot का sir.
EMP
But
dot
EMP percentage
percentage
row type.
row type.
Okay,
This
sir.
three ways, correct?
Okay, sir.
Now you know the difference, correct?
Yeah, sir.
So this part is the most basic part. Now
Okay.
see, our state variable declaration required, you start with declare. You declare
Okay.
variable. Every PLSQL statement will
Begin.
terminate with semicolon.
Okay, sir.
Okay, one statement finish, give semicolon.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
In PLSQL, you have two type of comments. This is single line comment,
Okay.
my program, and this is multi-line comment.
Sir.
My
Hello.
yes.
While using only this type of queries, only we are using Excel also, sir.
Sorry,
We are using also Excel.
Excel.
Hmm.
Where?
Excel.
No, I didn't got Excel.
Row num, row ID.
Row ID.
This is also using the column.
What is your question? I am not able to.
Sir, sorry for the disturbance. Okay. We are using only column, table, only using for Excel, sir.
Uh, I am not. Can you speak in your native language? Somebody can explain me what you are trying to ask. You know Telugu, no?
Sir, I know Telugu, Tamil also, sir.
No, no. What I'm saying, I'm not able to understand what you are saying. So you explain in Telugu. Somebody can explain me in English. I think you are not able to tell what is your doubt. That is the reason I said.
Okay, sir. You are continuing, sir.
No, no, no. You ask your doubt. This is Francis,
Okay.
correct?
Yes, sir.
You clarify your doubts, Francis.
I want to telling one doubt, sir.
Hmm.
Because of cell like row cell,
This
this
one.
is using for Excel.
Oh, Excel, you are saying this Excel. Well, let me write a spelling. Excel, this Excel.
Why you like using for this row row ID?
Okay, okay, got it.
That's
You are
why
saying
I'm asking, sir.
this one, this 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yes, yes, sir. Like sir.
Oh, this is editor. See, here we are working in the line editor. Okay, so in line edit, it will automatically give line number 1, 2, 3 like that. Okay, let me show you other way. But if you can write program in a editor, uh, let me show you. It is not necessary to write like that, but let me open an editor. I will show you. Okay, new share. I, see, you can write a program like this also. See this. Can you see my editor now? Can you see Notepad?
Yes, sir.
So that was a line editor. Line number will come. But if you write program in Notepad, that's like 1, 2, 3, 4. That will not come. You just write directly here. Get a point?
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
Why are you using only front end, sir? We are using back end also.
This is a backend only, na? Where is front end?
Toad.
Toad. See, we can use Toad, but
Like, sir. Sorry for the disturbance. What is Toad, sir?
Toad is a licensed software. Getting a point. Now the problem is, see, I will tell you what is the
Why
problem.
only Toad we are using?
No, there is no use of no. Nobody says to use Toad. Who told you to use Toad? See, I will tell you. I will tell you. Come, I understood your doubt. Wait, wait. Let me see. Can you see my screen again?
Yes, yes, sir.
See, when you are going to work in a company, okay, Toad is a licensed product. Company may have Toad, may not have Toad. And if company is not giving you Toad, you are used to work in Toad, how you will work? Remember, Toad is a very costly software. Okay, if 10 persons are working in a company has to buy 10 licenses for the Toad. So now company does not like encourage the usage of Toad. But this is called SQL Star Plus. And this is a free product or SQL developer. These are free products from Oracle. So if you don't have anything, at the minimum, you will have SQL Star Plus. So if you know how to work from here, you can work in any system. Get a point? Because in order to work here, you have to remember the command, you have to remember the program. And that is what I want you to learn. Get a point? So this is the real backend. Okay, Toad is a client-side software it may be available in your company. It may not be available also. Okay, but there is no difference in the command. Whatever you are writing, I'm writing here. You can write in the Toad or PLSQL developer or SQL developer. There's no difference.
Sir,
Why?
why are you we are using only Toad?
I'm
Is
not.
it because of other?
I'm not using Toad. Where I have not used any time Toad.
Because
Okay,
we are
let's
using something, sir.
let's continue what we were discussing. Okay,
Hmm.
so variable declaration, column type, row type. That is clear.
Okay, sir.
Okay, PLSQL program comments. As I said, if you write a comment, you have two type of comments. One is a dash dash, and other is whatever you write inside this. That is also a comment, but this is a multi-line comment. Okay, every statement in a PLSQL program is terminated by semicolon. Okay, when you write a select statement on SQL, you can write like this. But this statement is not written like this in PLSQL. In PLSQL, select always come with into, select into, and let's focus on select into now. Okay, so let's see some more example of select into. Now see, I'm declaring a variable. I'm again declaring it of, I want all the columns. So I will say emp percentage row type. Okay, row type begin. Now in one shot, if I say like this, set a star into v emp rake. I got all the columns into vemp rake from emp, where say emp number equals to 7369. Okay, I got all the values. Then I will display it. I will say dbms underscore output dot put underscore line. So I want to display name. I will say name equals to vmprake dot ename. Similarly, dbs underscore output dot put underscore line, say job equals to, what is job? vmprake dot job. Okay, I'm displaying only two columns, value for two columns. Do you see the output? So what we did, we declared a variable, line number 2, we declared a variable of row type. Okay, and then line number 4, we said select star into vmp rake. We can write select star into vmp rake only when this is of a row type. It represents all the column and star represents all the column. So all the column value is assigned here for this employee. And then here we stored the value into the variable. And here we are declaring the value of the variable. What will happen if I don't have line number 4? If I comment line number 4. See, here I have commented line number 4. Do you see any value here? 5 and 6, it is still displaying the value, but variable does not have any value because nothing is assigned, because line number 4 got commented. Okay, only when line number 4 is executed, the value for EMP number 7369 will get populated. It will variable will get populated, and after that, if we display, we'll get the values. So here again, I have uncommented, and it displays the value. Any doubt here? Do you understand this program?
Yes, sir.
Okay. The
What
most
is comment, sir?
Huh?
You are telling about comment, right? What is comment actually?
comment is what? It is something in the program that will not get compiled. Okay, so you in comment you write something about the program itself. What is the program? Why you are writing the program? Something that can help you in future. You can write the entire logic. Why you are writing this program? Why you have declared the variable? Anything you want to write, you can write under a comment. It does not get compiled, so it is not going to give any error, whatever you write in the comment. Okay?
Okay.
You can write your name, you can write the date when you created this program, what is the logic of the program, what is the objective of the program, anything you want to write, put in the comment. Now, the most important thing about line number 4, when you write select star into VMP rake. Okay, see what I have written. I have given a where clause, and this is a valid employee number. Now there are two conditions. You should be very careful. First condition, what will happen if this record EMP number does not exist? What will happen? This will give you error. If you are writing select into statement, you have given a condition, and for that condition there is no record, it will throw an exception. This is one scenario. Other scenario, if you have written a select statement, say salary is greater than 2000. So when I say where salary is greater than 2000, what will happen? It will retrieve multiple records. So when your select statement does not retrieve any data because condition is false, or when your select statement retrieves more than one record, both scenarios are not acceptable. Both scenarios will lead to runtime error, that is called exception. Okay, so when you write a select statement in a PLSQL block, make sure that select statement retrieves one and only one record. This is the rule. Okay, and that is the reason in the beginning I wrote a condition here where I said EMP number equals to 7369. I cannot write any other EMP number. I have to write a valid EMP number. This is a valid EMP number, exists in the table, and there is only one EMP number like that because it is a primary key, and then it retrieves a record and assign to this, and then my program runs successfully. Any moment this record does not exist, or this record leads to multiple records, I will get a runtime error, that is exception. We can handle the exception, but avoid that scenario. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
So this is the most important thing about select into statement in a PLSQL block. Okay. So we'll stop here and we'll continue in the next class. But do practice PLSQL very carefully. This is your like this could be your bread and butter. Okay, if you learn it properly, you cannot do anything in the apps if you don't know PLSQL. Okay, at the end of the day, you have to write package, procedure, function, and everything will be written in the backend using PLSQL. Okay, those packages are getting called, or some customization you can do only with the help of PLSQL.
Sir, excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, one small request. Actually, when the notes are uploaded, can you please like mention class 1, class 2, so that it will be easy to locate and practice?
Okay. I have done in the beginning, but okay, going forward, I will put it like that.
Yeah, the PLSQL classes, as it is started from today. So if this is the class 1, so according to that, then we can practice.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Okay, sir. Thank
That's a
you.
good suggestion.
Thank you, sir.
Any other doubts anybody is having? Okay, guys. So practice. If you have any doubt, we can discuss later on also. Nothing to worry. Okay. So bye for today. Let's connect tomorrow again.
Bye, sir.
Bye, sir.